What? What? Why are there firefighters up here?
Well, because there's a fire up there.
Há fogo no Pico do Arriero? Pico Evo. Mas por que está fechado aqui?
Para as pessoas não irem para as veredas.
Ah,
Okay.
claro. What do you see with the drone?
Well, the fire is on top of Pico Evo, the highest point on Madeira Island.
Today is day 7 and the fire has spread its way through the island, literally. It's currently on top of the island Pico Evo, which is a place you have seen in some of our videos many times because it's one of the most breathtaking places for the sunrise. You know, we keep on following all these updates, but there are so few of the updates that it's really hard to understand what is going on. We don't know how fast the fire is actually spreading. We know nothing. We do know that the local community here is doing so much, and especially the expats. It's like expats and locals coming together. And at least that's where we are, and it's amazing to see the effort that people are making. I mean, if you have to take something positive out of a devastating situation like this.
So in our last video, the first fire we were filming, that's the same, and it has spread quite a lot and the other direction. So when you're looking at the map before, it was actually going west, but now it's going east, and it's slowly eating its way towards Pico do Arriero and then down all the way to Santana and the north side, which is very lush and full of trees. The fire is literally almost eating the house on the way up to Pico Evo, and it is devastating. I could tell that there are people there, so I'm sure they're guarding the White House, because that house is so special. It's like a hiker's stopping station on the way to the top for eating and sleeping also. And what scares me is that there is still no helicopters. There is a helicopter, but there's no helicopters with water. So it just continues to spread.
Yeah.
And where is it going to end? I mean, now 10,000 hectares have been eaten by the flames, which is 13% of the island.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So far, they have not been able to contain the fire at all. So where is this going to end? That's my genuine question. How much of the island is going to be burned down before real action is taken?
We spoke with a friend in Hong Kong this morning, and they also get a lot of these fires, mainly because people do barbecue and it gets out of control. But usually it's stopped within 5 hours. Like, it never goes beyond a day because they have so many men and so many airplanes, and they can just turn it out like that. So I wish that the island had the same opportunity.
There hasn't really been like like an epic effort. It's not like, you know, hey, the rest of Portugal, hey, Spain, hey, France, hey, you know, come with all your resources, let's extinguish this fire. So what I don't understand is that now we see a helicopter flying up by the flames without water. So why is it not bringing water up there? Because when you look at the fires, they're not big, they don't look dramatic, but they spread slowly. And that's the problem. They slowly eat their way through all the vegetation. And Lara, she has a new seat on the back of the car.
She's not happy with the situation. Huh? No, you have to sit there. It's okay. Lara.
So here on the north side, you can see the difference between Pico Evo, where it's much more deserty. You don't really have a lot of trees compared to here. So the problem is that if the fire spreads to here, then you start to see long-term permanent damage, because we saw this with the fire back in 2016 in Funchal. Like, when we moved here in 2020, all the trees were naked, and that was 4 years after the fire. So imagine if the fire gets to the valleys here. I mean, it would be devastating. So I'm reading up on the latest news, and that there was just released an article that Albuquerque, the president, he thinks that there's no reason to worry because houses are not in danger. So we got a comment yesterday that demonstrated the official firefighting strategy, and apparently nature is not actually part of the firefighting strategy here. The only main concern is infrastructure, houses, and humans. So that explains why they are, you know, allowing nature to burn. But as I also wrote in the response to that comment, it is not very smart, because the nature is so scarce here. Like, this is why people come to Madeira. It's why we love living here. It's like no one benefits from the nature being gone. So it's hard to wrap my head around this this lack of care for the nature. I mean, are you kidding me? Where is the helicopter with the water? So we are heading up to Picorevo to see what the situation is. I want to get an understanding of just how much manpower is at play. I think that's one of the main questions I have. How many firefighters are gathered to combat this fire? So they blocked it off here.
Yeah.
Those people, they want to get up there. See?
I think they are with the government. Oh my God, you called it. You said they were with the government.
Yes, they're going up there. I mean, we don't have credentials to really do this, so... Senhor, os jornalistas podem entrar?
Não.
Por que não?
Porque está incêndio lá em cima. Nós somos da Proteção Civil. Está incêndio grande lá em cima.
The upside is that we really are seeing our island these days. We are in Boaventura, one of the most beautiful places on the island. And this is only getting worse. Because, oh my God, it is coming down here. It's coming down here. It's really frustrating, as you can tell on my mood, that it's like we're just bystanders, and there's not a whiff of a helicopter. There's nothing done about this. And if you look around here, it's just green, lush trees.
It feels very strange to sit here and have a picnic.
This is the most depressing picnic of all time, because we are literally... This is like sitting on Titanic, just waiting to sink.
I'm not a fan of this, but we do need to eat. This is so sad. I feel like I need to enjoy the valley while I can.
So since there is no helicopters with water, the fire will continue, and if the wind direction will go this way, I don't see why it wouldn't go all the way here and then up there, and if it goes up there, it'll end up in São Vicente. If it ends up in São Vicente, yeah, I mean, then we're looking at just a huge portion of the island being consumed. The problem is that here there's trees everywhere, so the fire can easily spread and grow much stronger, which means that then the houses will become a hazard, because you need a lot of firefighters to protect all these houses because they're spread out. Oh, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. So this is what we've been talking about, that when you have wildfires, they ruin the soil and causes erosion. So landslides are particularly risky after this.
We have great news right now.
So I just read the latest update, and 2 water planes are coming now from the Canary Islands.
Oh my!
No, from Malaga, and 1 water plane has 12 times more water than a helicopter. So this is great news, guys. Finally, we're getting help.
Oh my God, this is so nice.
You can see. Can you see what kind of?
Yeah. Oh my God, this is so good news.
Yeah, I told you we could use, like, people, they say you can't use water planes because of it's salt water. Guys, salt water on soil is better than the fire taking it all.
Yes.
That's for sure. So this is great news. We will keep you updated on that, because that's very exciting. I'm very excited now. Yes, finally positive news.
That's one of the other positive things that comes out of this. People get together to do God's work. We're meeting some of the people from one organizations that take care of the nature here after it has fallen down. They help the firefighters, they help the people that are evacuated. They literally help everywhere they can.
And they do hard labor. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you. Nice to meet you.
So we try to clean a bit of the levadas so the farmers here can go back to their normal life and get some water to the crops, to the animals. But part of the tube is destroyed. So tomorrow we did our part, we clean everything, and tomorrow they're gonna change the tube so they can the water can flow again. So after the fires, usually you have a lot of rock slidings, and the rock sliding usually blocks the levadas.
So are there anyone like landslides and stuff? Is that a concern now when you walk here?
Yeah, we cross a part. There is a rock slide of like 10 meters. We cross one way, but we decided to go in a different way because it's too dangerous.
So as I said earlier, these people are the one making some of the biggest efforts on the island right now. Of course, we have the firefighters, but the locals and the expats, they're like getting together to try and fix some of these things. And we're gonna give you an IBAN and an MBWay number in the description, so you can, any little money you have would be amazing.
Any donation, any help is wonderful.
And it goes to the...
And it goes directly to the people.
Yeah.
Because we get the money, and instead of giving the money to people, we buy the things. We buy water, we buy food, we buy everything for the firefighters, everyone.
I think maybe we did about 1 kilometer of cleaning with 10 people.
Wow.
We came to know just an hour ago that a neighborhood of about 500 people that still need drinking water because their water is contaminated with ashes and also too much chlorine in the water. So these people will need drinking water, and the idea is to take 5-liter water jugs.
Okay.
And we really appreciate your precious donations. Yes.
Link below.
Yes, link below.
Or on the screen, on the screen. So tomorrow at 1 o'clock, the 2 water planes from Spain will arrive in the airport here in Madeira, and we will keep following the situation.
We have left all information for all the organizations and the GoFundMe and the way you can pay to support everything that these amazing people are doing at the moment on the island. And yeah, thank you for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Gratidão, gratidão, gratidão.
Inmenso.